Hello everyone and welcome. I've done reviews of Vtoman products in the past and I've always been satisfied with their products. So when I came across this very compact and lightweight all-in-one battery jump starter and tire inflator, I knew I had to get it. Now I've done reviews of jump starters before and I've even done reviews of jump starters that had tire inflators built in. But that previous inflator that I tested was big and bulky. That is not really a problem for me and most of the guys out there, but what about the ladies in my audience? My wife, for example, doesn't like that other jump starter and tire inflator that I tested because she says it's too big and bulky. For her, I got this much smaller jump starter and tire inflator for those unforeseen emergencies. So before I give it to her, I thought I would review it and share it with you guys, the ladies in my audience. By the way, word to the wise, for the guys in my audience, this also makes a great present and makes you look like a real hero to your other half. This device also is very convenient if you have limited storage space in your vehicle and want to consolidate two bulky items into one smaller item without losing the functionality of the other two. So let's test this jump starter and tire inflator from Vtoman and see how it performs. But before we do that, if you enjoy watching honest tool and product reviews plus helpful DIY projects, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you get notified every time I produce another product review video or DIY video. Alright, there's a shot of the box for you. Let's open this guy up and see what we got this time. Alright guys, so when you unbox this puppy, this is everything you get. Now this is the Vtoman X1 Jump Starter, Battery Bank, and Tire Inflator all-in-one, available on Amazon, link in description below. At the making of this video, this kit retails for $89.99. So what do you get when you unbox this guy? Well, you get the jump starter itself, you get some booster cables, you get the owner's manual that tells you everything about the unit, how to take care of it, set it up, all that kind of good stuff. You get a USB cable to power this guy up, you get an air hose to be able to use it as a tire inflator, and you get some accessories to be able to inflate sporting equipment and stuff like that, pretty much anything that you want. And you get a nice little storage container to keep it all in. All of this stuff fits into this one storage container right there. The dimensions on this guy are very compact. You're looking at 7.5 inches by 5 inches by 2 inches in thickness. And it only weighs around 3 pounds, which is very compact and lightweight. The warranty on this guy is 18 months, and this is basically a 2500 amp jump starter powered by a lithium polymer battery. It works on all 12 volt systems and can jumpstart vehicles up to 8.5 liter gas engines or 6 liter diesel engines. And from a full charge, you can jumpstart vehicles up to 50 times with this guy right here. The operating temperature on this unit is from -4 degrees Fahrenheit to 140 degrees Fahrenheit, or -20 degrees centigrade to 60 degrees centigrade. This guy has enhanced heat dissipation to keep it nice and cool where you're using it, has nice vents on the two sides to have air circulation, and it has 10 safety protections built in, such as overcharging protection, overcurrent, short circuit, reverse polarity, low temperature, high temperature, overvoltage, reverse charge, overloading, and spark proof. This unit is powered up by a 55 watt-hour or 46 milliamp battery that can charge up all your portable devices on the go, such as your drones, cameras, phones, 12-volt fans, and more. This unit has an emergency LED light with 3 modes to it: normal flashlight, strobe red light, and SOS red light. And the flashlight is 400 lumens, and that'll last up to 36 hours of continuous use. So no matter if you're broken down and you need some light at night, this guy will last you quite a long time. And to use the flashlight is really quite easy. Just has a button on the side here, and you can see right there, there is your normal white light flashlight. There is your red light strobe right there. And there is your red light SOS light right there. So if you're broken down somewhere, you can put this down and let people know that you really have some problems and you need someone to help you out. Now this guy also has a built-in air compressor that can be used as a tire inflator for emergency use or for filling up sports equipment or flotation devices when you're out just having fun. The inflator, you can have the readings in 3 different ways, whatever is convenient for you. You can set it to read in bar, kPa, or PSI. The inflator also has automatic shutoff, so you can set it to whatever pressure you want it to fill up to, and then you just walk away and ignore it. It'll turn itself off when it reaches that pressure. And it does have a maximum of 100 psi of inflation pressure. So this device is really great for handling all sorts of emergencies when you're all alone and break down on the road. It's very compact and lightweight. doesn't take up much room in your vehicle, and is light enough even for the ladies in the audience to use with ease. It can help you jumpstart a dead battery or inflate that flat tire, and even signal for help if you have a bigger problem. It can also be useful for when you're out just having fun. Use it to inflate your sporting equipment and power up your portable devices when you run out of battery power. So let's test this guy out and see how it performs. Alright guys, so I moved all the accessories out of the way. Before we start doing some testing, let's take a little closer look at this unit right here. So I mentioned a moment ago that this is smaller and more compact than the previous unit that I tested. You can see both of them right here side by side. Now you can see this is much smaller, more compact, and lighter weight. This only weighs about 3 pounds approximately. This guy weighs about 7 pounds right here, so it's quite heavy. As far as size go, let's do a sideways comparison. You can see right there, this is much smaller than this one. And this fits into a smaller area than this guy does right here. As far as size goes, look at the difference right there. You can see the thickness difference between the two. I have to step down from one to the other. So it's thicker, bigger, bulkier, all around, just a much bigger, more troublesome unit to have to handle when you're broken down in emergency somewhere. The smaller, more compact something is, the easier it is when you're having an emergency. I'm sure technology has improved quite a bit since I tested this one a couple years ago. Now you can get something much more compact. So that's this guy right there. Now, as far as this guy right here goes, give you a more close-up look at it. You can see you have all the controls right there, easy to use on the front. On the side over here is where you have all your other useful controls. Right here is where you hook up the air hose. This guy right here, if you're going to use it as an inflator. And that's where you have your USB connectors right there. If you need to power it up or power up something else, you can use these guys right there. And here's where you have for a 12-volt hookup. It doesn't come with a 12-volt adapter, but if you have one or you buy one separately, you can hook it up right there. Very easy to use. Now on the side over here is the flashlight button that I showed you previously. Very easy to use. Just press it and it turns on. Not a big hassle. Some units you have to press it and hold it and all that. This one's very easy, no trouble at all. Over here on the other side is where you hook up your jumper cables. So again, very easy to do. Nothing complicated anywhere else on the unit. And it has a nice little rubber pad right here on the bottom, so you can put it down somewhere comfortably. You don't need to worry about scuffing up a surface, and you don't need to worry about it walking away from you or anything like that when you're using it. So that's very convenient right there. So now let's go hook this up to a vehicle or something, do some testing, and see how it performs. Alright guys, so we're going to hook up this jump starter to the vehicle and see how it performs. Now I have a good battery in this vehicle at this time, but one of the questions a lot of people ask me is, can a jump starter jump a vehicle without a battery? So that's exactly what we're going to do right now. As you see, I have the battery hooked up. You can see the light right now from the vehicle is lighting it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect the battery and I'm going to cover it up and I'm going to jump it with just the jump starter by itself. So you're going to see that right now. So I'm going to cover this up right here. You see the battery goes out, the power goes out. You see I have it separated right there. And I'm going to hook up the jump starter. Hook up the positive there. Hook up the negative over here. And we should be able to jump start the vehicle right now. And let's see, the battery power should go on. And there we go. We have power from the jump starter. I'm going to jump start it and show you how it runs right now. And there you have it. The jump starter started it without any battery connected. So there you go. Alright guys, so how does this guy perform as a tire inflator? As you can see, I have it hooked up to the tire right there of my truck, and I dropped the pressure on this to almost nothing. And you're never going to have zero pressure when you have a tire that you're filling on the side of the road. Generally speaking, if you have a flat like a nail or something like that, it'll drop it down to a small amount, but you won't be at zero pressure. And generally, if you use something like Fix-A-Flat or something like that, it will put some pressure in your tire, getting you up to like 10, 15 PSI, somewhere around there. So that's what we're going to be starting at, a realistic number if you were to be broken down on the side of the road. And I have it set up to 35.5 PSI, which is the proper pressure for this vehicle. So let's see how it performs. right, there you have it. It turned itself off exactly at where I had it indicated, 35.5. And you see that I jump started the truck and I inflated the tire from flat all the way up to full. And you still have half a battery left. That's pretty good. And you notice it didn't walk away anywhere. It stayed right next to the tire. So it's pretty convenient. That little pad that it has on the bottom keeps it nice and stationary. And if you want to use this guy as the battery bank, all you do is plug in the cable, turn it on, and right away, you see right there the light, it already starts charging. So it's that easy to do. Plug it into one of the USB ports and you start getting instant power without any trouble at all. All right, guys, there you have it. A review and demonstration of a very compact jump starter, battery bank, and tire inflator from Vtoman. I think this is a great little device that tackles a lot of problems in one compact little box. Whether you have a dead battery, need more power for your phone, or you need to fill up a flat tire, this guy can do it all with no trouble at all. It's also very compact and lightweight, which is something my wife wanted, and I'm sure many of the ladies in the audience may also want that. Check out their Amazon page for complete details. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye for now.